One could even say Chad made a whole toasty. Hi. It is good to see all of you. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Let me see who got first crew. Peace, Thomas, Aline, Esther, Danielle. Congratulations on snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your part of the cool crew today. Let me say hello to all of you. Thomas, what? Esther, welcome in. Pauline, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Singularity, welcome in. Danielle, welcome in. Capricorn, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Joel, welcome. Welcome in. How's the volume? Is it good? Let me know, by the way, if it's still good. Because I'm still trying to make sure that everything's solid, you know. But Capricorn, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Joel, welcome in. Lena, welcome in. Thoughts, welcome in. Nuts, welcome in. Um, Sophie, welcome in. Dorana, welcome in. Senor, thanks for cheering me on. Amy, welcome in. Jellystem, welcome in. Deli Bean, welcome in. Senor, welcome in. Sharfa, welcome in. Joe, welcome in. Quasline, welcome in. Matthias, thank you so much for the freaking 23 months. That's almost 2 years. Bonkers. That's almost 2 years. Thank you so much, please. That's like 3 years. Almost. I mean, it's closer to 3 than it is to like 6 months. So I guess you're right. But please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Um, Bess, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Mirna, welcome in. Chris, welcome in. Mirna, thanks for cheering me on. Rania, welcome in. Coco, welcome in. Rach, welcome in. Ukime, welcome in. Felipe, welcome in. Fraser, welcome in. Mork, welcome in. Firecutes, welcome in. Burp, welcome in. And also thanks for cheering me on, everyone. I appreciate it. Joe, welcome in. Sunsims, welcome in. Paige, thanks for cheering me on and welcome in. Mimbin, welcome in. Dan, welcome in. Moonlight, welcome in. Thanks for cheering me on. Sadie, welcome in. Also, hi, Bear. It is good to see you. um, did any did anyone take into a different stream? Did you get taken to a different stream? Also, Thomas, you want to hear something fun? I took your strategy as inspiration, and I did it to Amber with the sound alert. She asked me, like, do you want a sound alert in my stream? Like, I think you can redeem it. And I was like, yeah, I want a sound alert in your stream. And I was like, if I redeem it, can you be like really surprised? And then I redeemed it. And she was like, oh my God, the Rosannatxt, I'm shaking. And I clipped it. I was like, this is my sound alert. Thank you. So now if she sets it up, I'll be able to go, the Rosannatxt, I'm shaking. I'm sorry, Bear. I had to do it. I didn't know what else I wanted. And then I was like, this is actually kind of funny. Because I have to listen to my own voice in sound alerts. So I was, hi, Pastel. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Also, if you don't want it, let me know, okay? Like, if you don't want to have your own voice, let me know. I can come up with something else that is funny. I mean, I have other ideas, but this was just too hilarious not to do. I was like, I can't. Um, Can I have that sound bite so I can have it as a sound alert in Amber stream? No, it's gonna be my sound alert in Amber stream, Matthias. It's gonna be mine. I will be able to use that. Also, Tia, welcome in and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If you don't want to, yeah, I know, Thomas. I'm literally blatantly copying you. I hope you don't mind. I mean, it's funny. I couldn't resist. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? I hope you had a really good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What were you up to on stream today? What were you doing? Were you gaming? Were you chatting? You were doing software and game development. Ooh, tell me more. What were you doing? Were you coding? Are you making a game? Like, We need to know. But thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope the coding went well. Thank you so, so much again for coming over. I appreciate it. For everyone who's new, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. On this channel, we do co working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And if you're looking for a wonderful new friend to follow, please make sure to check out Q. But thank you so much. Coding and FPS. Ooh, that sounds like a big project. I can imagine that is not an easy feat. But thank you for coming over. If you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so. But you're super welcome to hang out here. We just started stream. I'm gonna be doing some Sims building today. We're gonna do 13 wheel spins. For anyone who doesn't know, every single time that both of these goals are completed, there's one wheel spin. And well, you might wonder, bro, I see these goals. How did you get the 13? Well, this community, who is amazing and wonderful, somehow managed to do an illegal 13th Pomo on the 12-hour Pomo stream on Tuesday. And did a chaos safari where they broke the hype train record. So now we have 13 wheel spins. Deli Bean, thank you so much for the 2 months with your Prime. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, Blue Theory, welcome in. Thank you so much for checking out the Discord. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. But thank you so much for being here. Oopsie. In honor of today, thank you so much for the follow. In honor of today, I have in fact added new things to the wheel spin. And if we spin the same thing for a third time, I will respin. Because I think it's fun if we like get some, in 13 wheel spins, surely we can get some variety in. I don't want to be doing the same thing like more than 3 times. So if it's 2 times, that's fine, but if it's a third time, I'll respin because I added like multiple little games and stuff. I added things like Words on Stream and like Gartic and some other fun things, I promise. I came in at the same time as the raid, but was not with the raid, so it felt awkward. No, you're all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing amazing. But we have new additions. I actually added, let me check. I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new things. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So, there's 12 new options. And obviously, we also have the prior options that we already had. There are some very silly things on here. Some things might work, some things might not work. It's going to be an experiment. If there's something that we really enjoy, let me know. If there's something that you're like, that was fun for once, but we don't have to do it again, also let me know, then I can take it off. I think it might be fun. Double sour candy. That is another reason why I was like, we're going to have to, maximize the amount that I'll do something because I don't think I can do 13 sour candies. I think I would die. Also, Courtney, thank you so much for cheering me on and welcome in. And Mark, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Theo, welcome in as well. But speaking of, do you guys want to do wheel spins? Because if we have 13, I think I'm gonna, let me make a little list in my reminders channel so that I can write what we're doing. And just like other times, like sometimes I might combine ones. Like if we have phone call, I might do Hunger Games in phone call and stuff like that. Hi, Liv. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, what ice cream did you get? Also, I know you can't read it. I haven't been able to get the wheel to actually have bigger fonts. For some reason, it's refused. So it's terrible, but once we spin, you will see it over here. Have like a frog in my throat. Dunglish phone call, baby voice, Hunger Games incoming. Exactly. Apart from the fact that I have tried to do Dunglish and baby voice, and I cannot for the life of me do them at the same time. Is there an option called a boot on this wheel that will never get picked? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So, the shade? Okay, let's do wheel spin. Also, Molly and Jojo, welcome in. It's good to see both of you. Okay, 5-minute phone call. Let's do spin number 2. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, this is a new one. Um, you guys are gonna have to. I'll already tell you guys that you can think about this. I figured, you know what would be fun? You guys can test my influencer skills. You guys can come up with something random, and I will have to give an impromptu ad read for it. I will have to sell it to you guys. And you can, but you're like, feel free to think about something that I'm gonna have to sell to you guys later. Ooh, this is fun as well. I will read a page from a Dutch book. I'll get a book from my shelf, I'll open it on a random page, and I'll read the Dutch page for you guys. Given that I have a lot of smutty fantasy books, this could go very wrong. Okay, 2-minute baby voice. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I will teach you guys a Dutch saying. Considering we have so many weird Dutch sayings, and every single time I use one, everyone's like, "Huh? What?" I read spice in Dutch. I know, I hate it. But like, I know I shouldn't, but I do, and every single time I regret it. But once you start a series in Dutch, it's really hard to switch because then like the names are not the same anymore. And next series I'm reading in English. I have committed to myself, but I'm stuck in Throne of Glass and I'm reading it in Dutch and it's painful. Um it is painful. So I'm going to make you guys suffer with me, you know? Ooh, we'll play a round of words on stream. That's fun. Like a little mini game with chat. Is it words in Dutch? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do 2 ad reads. So we're gonna have to come up with 2 things that I'm gonna have to sell to you guys. Why though? It's just infinitely cringy. Like, Dutch is not a sexy language at all. Like, dirty talk in Dutch is, like, actually dirty. Like, it's not sexy dirty, like, it's gross and disgusting, and you'll make like, you wanna vom if you read it, you know? Um Ooh, I have to wear a crown for 10 minutes. We have literally never spun this one. Even though this has been on the wheel all this time, I will look like a little princess for 10 minutes. How long? 10 minutes. Ooh, quite. Oh my god, we're getting so many different things. That's so fun. I love that. Dirty talk in Polish is not nice. Yeah, I guess it's similar to Dutch in the sense that, like, it'll make you cringe. Ooh, you got another phone call. Okay. Also, hi, Crafty. It is good to see you. Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew that with 13 wheel spins, I was not gonna escape the sour candies. Also, Wolfmaster, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we have two more. Two more wheel spins. Last wheel spin. Okay. We got our list ready. We got our list ready. I was thinking maybe we can do the ad reads in a phone call. I think that might like actually add to it. But then I'm gonna have I need your assistance. What do I sell to you guys today? Oh no, Liv. Oh no, I feel that. My immortal. I don't know what do you mean with that, Pastel? A miniature version of the butt plug gnome. Okay, I like that. Fractal headset. Yeah, but I already sell that to you guys, so that's not new. I've already done that. Um a spicy Dutch book. You want me to sell you the thing that I just described as something I hate? The Rosannatxt name sign from TwitchCon. Okay, I can hold that. That would be fun. You can do the book reading as part of the ad read. I could, technically, yeah. I could combine that. The Throne of Glass series, okay. Uncultured, sorry. Also, Rivera, welcome in, and Shorty, welcome in, Kawaii Anxiety, welcome in, Pisces Girl, welcome in, Doom Angel, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing well. If I missed you saying hi, welcome in, it's good to see you. Okay, so I think the butt plug gnome is a must. That one is just like we have to do that one. It's funny. My pre-licked salt lamps? Oh shit, that's actually a really good one. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. So I'm gonna uh so we're gonna do two ad reads. I'm gonna put a timer for the phone call roll, and in that phone call, I'm gonna do two ad reads, okay? We're gonna do an ad read for a mini butt plug gnome. I need to prepare, okay? I'm gonna make sure that I'm ready for this. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna sell this to you guys, okay? Like a saleswoman needs a little bit of preparation, not a lot. Okay. Hold on. Almost ready. Okay. Wait, where is my Hold on. Okay. Let me get the phone call ready.
Hello, welcome to the ad read line where you can enjoy an unlimited amount of ads for free, no cost. Isn't it amazing? In today's episode of Free Ad Reads, I would like to present to you something that has never been seen before. You will literally miss out if you don't see it today. You might think, but I can see this on a day to day basis. But let me tell you, you're wrong. Have you ever wandered through the streets of Rotterdam and you saw this magnificent figure, this tall giant who made you feel protected, holding a sword or other pleasurable instruments? In case you do not know, I'm sending a visual through your Google phone right now. Do you see this protector, this absolute magnificent piece of safety? Imagine you can get this for your home for free 99 tonight. Only available if you book it today. Don't miss out on this deal. However, I hear you think this might potentially be a little bit unpractical because I live in a normal city apartment, maybe even a townhouse with a garden. But yet, alas, a big protector like this with a pleasurable protecting tool obviously cannot just sit in your windowsill. And therefore, we came up with the best, the brightest, the most amazingest deal of all, a tiny butt plug gnome. It is ensured to not accidentally be used for other purposes it's not supposed to be used for, even though shape and size might suggest otherwise. Don't worry, it still has ultimate protecting properties and it will look beautiful on your windowsill. Get it today for free 99. And if you don't want to miss out on this super cool deal, make sure that you call 005532 for a bundle deal so you can make sure that your best friend is protected too. Welcome in, Raiders! You just raided in on a free ad read for free 99. There are 2 minutes remaining on the free ad read timer, and I am selling you anything you want. And honestly, today I would like to sell my chat something completely unheard of. It is called a follow button. It's a device placed on streamers' profile to lure you in, to make you drop your bum and practice your squats. And today we have an extraordinary deal available for you. If you head over to Divine Psycho Cat's channel, you can actually practice your squats for free. Just drop your bum on that follow button right now to show them some appreciation. Welcome in, friends. I hope you enjoy the ad read line. We actually have another free ad for you on the horizon. Have you ever seen a salt lamp in the store and thought, it's missing a little bit of flair? Have you ever thought to yourself, I wonder what the variety of my face can do? Have you ever wondered or wanted to look like this? Make sure to get some pre-licked salt lamps for yourself right now, because there's only two. Very limited supply, very exclusive deal. So please make sure to place your favorite salt lamp emoji in chat, because potentially you might be selected as one of our lucky winners for a pre-licked salt lamp. The otherwise, I would say the other one goes on sale, so don't miss out because if there's no salt lamp in chat, you are not going to be one of the lucky winners. So this is your final opportunity. Put that salt lamp in chat because any like a pre-baked salt lamp is not any salt lamp. It will give you some extra spice and it will be extra nice.
Welcome in, Divine Psycho Cat. I'm sorry you had to come into that. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you all so much for putting all the salt lamps in chat. I hope you enjoyed that ad read. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed those redemptions. Let me mark those off on the list. Hold on. Because we have many more things to go. I actually had to do the ad read thing, like, believe it or not, when I did that in my studies. It was for a class about elevator pitches. Do we have a link to the Rolict lamps? Rolict! Unfortunately not, no. Imagine someone with a fetish who would want to, but it off for you. Wait, what? It wasn't a real giveaway? Shit. Okay, we have some ads right now. Oh, buy it off you. Sorry. That makes much more sense. That would actually be kind of funny. Um, you know, if anything, I would honestly, um, I would probably sell it. They would have to pay good money. But like, why would it hurt me? I would just buy a new salt lamp. And then they have my salt lamp. Like, it wouldn't be like someone would post a picture on the internet and be like, "Oh my god, these are Rosanna's feet." No, it'd be like, "Oh my god, this is her salt lamp." And everyone would be like, "Okay, so what?" Sell it at a charity stream. Yes, of course, of course. Go get food. Absolutely. Thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate it a ton. Thank you, thank you. Will you sign it? The thing is with, like, shipping a salt lamp, the problem would be probably the shipping cost because it's a freaking rock. So I think it might be expensive to ship. But, like, I wouldn't even be against signing my salt lamp and, you know, raffling it for charity. I'd sign it with my tongue. Sure. You guys are a bunch of weirdos, but for charity, I would do it, you know? Kiwi, thank you so much for the 150 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Could be exchanged at TwitchCon. Technically true. Yes. I'll pick it up, no worries. You guys are silly. I appreciate you guys, but you guys are a bit silly. You know that, right? um, okay, so we have ads that are done in 10 seconds. I think it could be fun to do the Dutch saying lesson and the Dunglish combined. So I'll teach you like a Dutch saying in Dunglish. Um, Let me find a good one. Uh, Actually, you know what? We're gonna do one that I have an addition to. And my addition it rhymes in Dutch. I don't think I can translate it to rhyme, but we'll do this one. And it's gonna be relatable for every ADHDer here. So I warn you. She didn't want it. You mean the community lamp? We have one, a digital one. We have one. We set it up. Just a digital one. Because we are not in the same physical space. I facilitated in this dream, okay? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll bring one to TwitchCon next year. I mean, I'm not licking it, but if you guys want to, sure, go ahead. Again, you guys do whatever you want. I'm not licking that shit. Something with convention flu. I've been to 7 TwitchCons and I never got convention flu, so I'm not about to get it from a stupid salt lamp. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You can be the first. No. Yes. Oh my goodness. Happy Midsummer, everyone. Happy Midsummer. I just realized I completely forgot about this. So let me put the timer. So, plenties. Welcome to a lesson of Dutch speak sayings, speak words. It is, you know, when in a language you have something that you can say and it does not make any sense if you say it without knowing the actual meaning. Well, in Dutch we have a couple of those, and there is gonna be one that I love myself a lot. It is: een ezel stoot zich geen 2 keer aan dezelfde steen. Although I think in my wordbook it says: een ezel stoot zich over het algemeen niet 2 keer aan dezelfde steen. I have a little addition to this, and then I will explain what it means, but vooral de Dutchies. But Rosanna bovendien, die stoot zich wel een keer of 10. So, to give you a literal translation, it means a donkey does not hit its foot 2 times on the same stone or the same rock. But Rosanna is an idiot and she does it 10 times over. It basically means, generally speaking, you can learn from your mistakes and you do not make the same mistake twice. But this girly pop here, she can make the same mistake 10 times because she does not remember that she did it wrong yesterday. Rosanna is duidelijk geen ezel. Oh, in this situation, I am. So, let me write it out for you. Een ezel stoot zich over het algemeen niet 2 keer aan dezelfde steen. Generally speaking, a donkey won't hit its foot 2 times at the same rock because you can learn from your mistakes. Katie! Thank you so much for the second Twitch, baby. 18 months, let's go. And with your Prime, please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole more month. Smooth brain, just like listening to your accent. Also, hi Maggie, it's good to see you. That was Junglish combined with a Dutch saying lesson. And I feel like with that, we have to transition into reading in Dutch, okay? I'm gonna get a book, a random book from my bookshelf. I'm gonna open it on a random page and we're gonna read one page of Dutch together. And then I'm gonna tell you guys what we read to see if how bad it was. And just for the risk of it, I grabbed a quart of Mist and Fury. Wait, do I want to do this one? Yes, I want to do this one. Just to risk it, you know, because I know that I promised you guys Dutch smut. I'm risking it. I also know that the first big part of the book, there's not a lot going on, so let's open it over here. Yeah, we're not gonna read that chapter. Not because it's smutty, but because they are at it's like actually it's not fun. It's like a really sad part of the book and I don't want to read it. Why does it keep giving me? Okay, I will find you guys a smutty page because now I feel like I promised it, you know? I promised you. I don't. Also, Matthias, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Come on. Okay, so this is. Oh my God. Okay. I'm smut finding, guys. I am smut finding. Okay, I found smut. I don't know how long it's gonna be smutty, but I don't know if I can do this. Okay. It's like the first sentence is already so bad. Okay. Focus row. Oh my God, wait. I like starting is so difficult. Ik verlangde naar de muur. Ik wilde dat hij me tegen de muur zou nemen. Maar hij droeg me naar de slaapkamer, die ik had gebruikt, en legde me met hartverscheurende tederheid neer op het bed. Zelf al volledig naakt, sloeg ik hem gade toen hij zijn broek openknoopte en zijn opmerkelijk lange lid naar buiten sprong. Mijn mond werd droog bij de aanblik ervan. Ik verlangde naar hem, verlangde ernaar elke heerlijke centimeter van hem in me te voelen. Wilde me aan hem vastklemmen tot onze zielen tot één waren samengesmeed. Hij kwam zwijgend en met strak opgevouwen vleugels op me liggen. Hij was nog nooit met gespreide vleugels met een vrouw naar bed geweest. Maar ik was zijn metgezel. Alleen voor mij zou hij toegeven. En ik wilde hem aanraken. Ik strekte een arm en stak een hand uit over zijn schouder om de krachtige ronding van zijn vleugel te aaien. Ries huiverde en ik zag zijn lid schokken. At this point, I think I can't. It's so bad. Speel straks maar, bracht hij moeizaam uit. Geen enkel probleem. Zijn mond vond hij van mij en de kus was open en diep. Een botsing van tongen en tanden. Hij legde me neer, hij legde me neer tegen de kussens en ik klemde mijn benen om zijn rug. Voorzichtig vanwege zijn vleugels. Ofschoon ik me daar niet langer druk om kon maken toen hij zachtjes tegen mijn opening stootte en weer stilhield. Speel straks maar, gromde ik tegen zijn mond. Ries lachte op een manier die langs mijn botten stuiterde en drong bij me naar binnen. Nog dieper en nog dieper. Ik kreeg bijna geen adem. Ik kon nauwelijks aan iets anders denken dan de plek waar onze lichamen zich hadden samengevoegd. Hij bleef stil in me liggen tot ik me had aangepast en toen ik mijn ogen opendeed, zag ik dat hij naar me staarde. Zeg het nog eens, prevelde hij. Ik wist wat hij bedoelde. Je bent van mij, zei ik zacht. Ries trok zich een... Ik kan dit niet lezen, man. Ries trok zijn lid een stukje naar buiten en stootte het toen langzaam weer in me. Tergend langzaam. Je bent van mij, zei ik ademloos. Opnieuw, ditmaal sneller en dieper. Op dat moment voelde ik het verbond tussen ons. Als een onverbreekbare keten. Als niet te dimmen lichtstraal. Met elke harde stoot leidde het verbond feller, lichter en sterker op. There you go. So, that was a very intense sex scene. It is so bad in Dutch. Like, the wording is so terrible. But yeah, that was, yeah. Specifically the first part where it's like, if you were to translate it, um, it would literally be like, I'm already naked, looking at him, taking his pants off, where his big hard cock jumped out of his underpants. That it's like that explicit, but then cringy language in Dutch. And then it was very much about how he comes to lie on top of her and they're like teasing each other and then he goes inside her because he's like, I'm gonna stop teasing you now. Was that chapter 55? I think it might have been chapter 55, yeah. It's one of the chapters. Yeah, it's chapter 55. It's for anyone who is now thinking that Sophie is like, why do you know this? It's one of the infamous chapters out of the book. It is a very infamous chapter in this book because it's story-wise a very important chapter, which you could see, you could think, oh, this is, like a sex scene is important to the story. Yes. This specific scene, very important. Also, it continues for like 2 chapters. It's like 2 entire chapters of steaminess. Yes, Liv. Yes. Maybe even I think there's like 1 chapter leading up to it, then it's 2 chapters of steam, and then there's like a couple of chapters after where you're still shaking in your boots. Oh, not long, just a lot. So yeah, now you guys enjoyed that smut and you enjoyed my absolute incapability to get through it. Um I love that I promised you Dutch smut and then I actually did it on the first day. So now we have baby voice, words on stream, a crown, a question card. We have another 5-minute phone call. Do you guys want to Thomas? No. I don't wear shoes to bed. God. You guys are impossible to deal with. I think how about for the baby voice and the 5-minute phone call? We do another 5-minute life questions with Baby Ro. And you guys get to ask any life question that you want to ask. And Baby Ro will answer it. You want me to read another one in baby voice? I'll make a poll. You guys get to vote. Okay. You guys get a minute. Very quick poll. If you don't see the poll, refresh your chat. You get to pick. Do you want baby voice for Dutch Smutty Book or the phone call hotline? You guys are actually impossible. I don't know what you have to say for yourself. This is too close. Too close of a call. I don't like it. What did I just vote for? Don't even ask. Don't even ask. Okay, we're doing the phone call hotline.
Hello, and welcome to Baby Life Experience Hotline, where a very experienced life person, Ro, will give you all the advice you need for life. Tell me whatever you would like to know. You can ask any questions. You can ask any difficult experience you need any advice on. I am more than happy to answer all your questions with straightforward, easy to follow tutorials. So just let me know what you'd like to know, because as you can hear by my voice, I am clearly someone with a lot of life experience and I know the answer to every single question in the universe. What are your favorite shoes to wear bed? You shouldn't wear shoes to bed, silly. That's not good. Your bed would get all dirty. And that's not very convenient because then it means you have lots of laundry. So what you do is you take your shoes and you put them next to your bed. But my personal shoes that are my favorite to put next to my bed are my fluffy slippers because they're nice and warm for when my feetsies get cold. You really love statues. What is the best place to visit in Rotterdam? Well, so some might say that potentially it could be that there is like a weird statue holding some sort of um like bulgy object, but honestly, I don't think that's the right place to go. So actually there's a statue garden in a park next to a museum. I wouldn't want to go there either though, it's kind of boring. Why do you like statues again? Statues are not fun. How does one get away with tax evasion? You buy a lot of bits on Twitch and then you cheer them to your favorite streamer, and then your favorite streamer will repay you in kindness, and kindness is not taxed. So thank you so much for evading taxes on 100 bits. That was a very smart move. Here is your gratitude. Should I buy myself a new adult toy? It is all the smart. Sorry. Yes, always. Like literally buying yourself toys is just treating yourself. Whether it's a My Little Pony, new Playmobil, a new Barbie, or a new adult toy, it doesn't really matter as long as you think it has a pretty color, because that is very important. Animal Crossing music, I put it on. It's the background music for the hotline. Do you like it? Do you think it's appropriate? What is the minimum number of stroopwafels one should consume with every cup of coffee? Well, that depends. Are you a human with a big stomach? Because then it should be at least two. At least. However, if you're like me, I'm a tiny human, so I have tiny stomach. So my mom only allows me to have 1/4 of a stroopwafel, and I don't think that's fair. But I'm also not allowed to drink coffee, so maybe that makes sense actually. Maybe that's why. But at least two, if you are like a grown up person. But I'm not a grown up, so I'm not allowed to have coffee yet. I also don't think I would like coffee very much. It looks very brown, and I don't think brown is a pretty color for food. Although I like chocolate. So maybe this is not really a good story. I think I should move on to the next story. Would you recommend studying in the Netherlands? Thinking about it. Well, I haven't really studied that much because I'm still a tiny person, but I think I would enjoy studying in the Netherlands. It does depend on where you go because some cities are like really like more like student cities. So I always see all the cool people and they have like a lot of fun. But then there's also cities that have more like applied universities, and they don't really have like a university culture in the city. So you wouldn't really be like included in the university activities and socializing. So it kind of depends on whether you're going to a university or a university of applied sciences and if the city has both. Maybe with lots of water. Yes, that is, I think, how I would like my coffee. Lots of water and sugar. I think if I were to ever stream and I would tell people how I would drink my coffee, they would probably call it slow water. But I would never stream and tell people how I drink my coffee anyway. So I think that is good. Also, hello, Starship. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the baby experience hotline. Thank you so much, Mirna, for the 100 biddies and for also evading your taxes. Here is your gratitude bonus. What is the river that flows through Rotterdam? Um, Let me think about that. I recently heard a rumor where someone was trying to trick someone into thinking that it was something that starts with a R, but I can't really say that letter, so I think it's the Mass.
There you go. That was your 5-minute phone call baby hotline. Keep your secrets to yourself. Exactly. Thank you. I need to hydrate after that, honestly. Oh, okay. I am gonna get the question cards and stuff. Then I'll put a question card, and then while you guys are answering the question card, I will eat the sour candies, okay? Because we have two, so I'll try two different ones. Let's go, Mirna! Let's go, let's go! It is not a quiz. It's more like a would you rather question for chat to understand where everyone stands in the community. I just need to know how to do it. If you redeem it, you have to create a ticket in the Discord to let me know what you would want as your sound. That can either be an existing MP3 or a YouTube link with like timestamps of this is how long, like this part I want. And then if you make the ticket, I will set it up for you, and then I'll let you know in the ticket when it's ready. Um. Also, Limea, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is good to see you. Okay. Let me see. You what the Some of these questions are disgusting. Would you rather drink apple juice that tastes like pee or pee that tastes like apple juice? We're done with the wheel spins, but we're currently still doing the redeems from the wheel spins. So we have to do a game of words on stream. I have to wear a crown. We have to do a question card, and I have to eat 2 sour candies. So yeah, we're not doing that question. Ooh, okay, I found a fun one. I found a fun one. Okay, I'm gonna set the poll for 5 minutes. The question is, if you have an argument with someone, would you rather like to settle the argument with a dance off or a bake off? Like, are you more of a dancer or a baker? And where do you think you could win? Okay, well, you guys vote on that. So I promised Sweetie that I would try this one, the Bilar, um, on stream for the first time. So this is the only sour candy in the jar that I actually have not tried before. You did, Art. You did miss the Dutch reading. we've reread one of the smuttiest pages in one of my books. So if you want to go back and check it at your own risk. They look so innocent. They look so innocent. Will you upload all of it? I always upload everything to the VOD channel, apart from co-working streams. So yes, this is gonna go on the VOD channel. It's basically just tricking your opponent into baking things. I see what you're doing there. Very smart. Literally had a whole bag the other day. Well, we learned if you my Twitch vlog is almost done. I'm posting it tomorrow. You will see in the Twitch vlog, it's actually like malic acid, like specifically the things on the sour candies that get me because I tried the miracle berry powder and I ate a whole lemon. So it's just I'm just very sensitive to the sugar sour, okay? And then I'll have this one. Um, this is the one that is also from Sweden. Lynn and Mick took this for me. And well, the mods have seen me die over this before, or at least not everyone, but the mods that were at the mod breakfast and Sweetie and Petra a week after in my house. Um, so now everyone gets to see me die over these. I forgot how bad it was. These are genuinely the most sour candy I've ever had. Woo. I'm good. The taste is really nice. I love it. I know it doesn't look like it, but I actually like it. Ooh, also, Pluto lover, welcome in. Uh, ooh, I can ask Singularity which ones these are because for me, these are the sourest I've ever had. Like, if all the candies, we even tried at the table when Sweetie and Petra were here for dinner. We tried all of them in the jar, and they also said that those were the most sour that they've tried for out of all of them. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Our topics are Sweden, Netherlands, and the UK. Ooh, that's exciting. I enjoy living in the Netherlands, but I would, in all honesty, say I've never lived anywhere else. So it's hard to make like a real good. Oh my god. Um, like comparison of how it is to live here. I think, um, all three of your picks will have its upsides and its downsides. Um, I guess if you go for Sweden or the Netherlands, your biggest upside would be that you're in the EU. And if you're in the UK, you would not be, which still makes traveling more difficult. If you're in the EU, that makes traveling within the EU a lot more easy. Especially if you get like a Dutch passport eventually, because then you'll just be able to travel within the entire EU without ever getting like a visa or something. Um, but I don't know, like in terms of political climate, I would say everywhere is pretty bad now, not as bad as the US, so you probably still make a change for the better, but, you know, shit's going down here too. It's not like this is some sort of, I don't know, perfect life. So I see a lot of things that are wrong with the system. Um, there's a lot of transport, yes, but that is in the UK and in, Netherlands and in Sweden. You would like trains in between cities, in cities, you very often have local public transport like trams, subways, buses, stuff like that. Um, so, um, I would say public transport is in any of the EU countries. There's always going to be exceptions. Like I know there's areas in Germany that are way more rural, which don't have public transport. Even in the Netherlands, there's areas that have you like you can still get there by train to one of the major cities, but like if you want to live on the countryside, public transport is going to be limited. But I guess if you compare it to the US, public transport's going to be heaven. Um, Rural England, you might get a bus every 1.5 hour that might not show up. True, but imagine that there was no bus. Also, Spheric Formula, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Um, like no promise at all. Uh, I think just in general, distances in Europe are very different. Um, yeah, US is notorious for lack of public transport, I would say. Like I think I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago or San Diego. I personally, when I was in those cities, I was like, oh, actually, this specifically Chicago, I think. Or I've never been to New York, but I know obviously New York also has the subway. But imagine that in between all those cities, there was also a proper train system, and then in the city you would have the transport like Chicago or San Diego or New York. One bus every hour while being 10 minutes away from a city. You just proved my point, Thomas. You're 10 minutes away from a city. That's why you have a bus every hour. There's places that are not 10 minutes away from a city. They don't get any buses. But yeah, that is, I guess, the closest I can give you in terms of like on a stream. I guess there's a lot more that you can consider. I think if you want to hear more, there's like people who make YouTube videos about these topics, like super in depth, talking about like all the upsides and downsides and challenges of living. This is an Oala, but I also have a Stanley, and I love equally both, so I can't pick. Um, my Stanley is bigger, so I tend to use this one for lemonade and my Stanley for tea. Just happened to make that deviation, and now I stuck to it. So I use my Stanleys in winter a lot, and then I use my Owala in summer. What I actually want to do is I want to get the big Stanley because I have the medium size. I want to get the big Stanley so that I can use that at home. And then I want to kind of leave this one in my sports bag because I really enjoy this one for working out and going out. If you are staying at your desk, a Stanley is nice. If you want to take it out, you can't really put it in your bag because it will leak. So in that sense, I think for a lot of people, Owala might be the better choice if you're going to travel with it. Okay, so we did the question card. Then we're going to play words on stream, and I will wear the crown. I got the Owala and my Stanley when I was in the US, yes. You can get the bigger Stanleys now here, but you couldn't 2 years ago. Um, okay, let me get words on stream. And after words on stream, we're going to start playing Sims, okay? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I also heard you can, at this point, order Owalas here, but I think they're, like, limited in colors. Um, okay, I won't hear Oh, yes, true, Urban Outfitters has Owala. I remember with Amber, I went into Urban Outfitters for this. If you want, you guys can play along. All you have to do is just guess the words. I'm curious about the water bottles, not planning to buy any of them. Ah, okay, okay, you're just curious. That makes sense. Um, Owala is a brand. Artwork, nice. This bottle that I'm using is an Owala water bottle. Um, it's, like, insulated so you can keep your drinks cold. Also, I need to put a timer for 10 minutes. So I look beautiful with my crown. This is the words on stream crown. Um, I just see Dutch words. Thor. Yay! You did it though. Durana leading. Let's go. Next level. Toe cap? What even is a toe cap? Also, Smithon, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for playing along. Um, I'm so bad today. I'm already normally bad at this, but let's go though. You did it. Another level. Heal? Chalice? I don't even know that word. I don't know that word either, but hi, Trace. Hello, hello. It's like a goblet. Ah, okay. That makes sense. It sounds fancy enough. Also, Toasted Toast, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for playing along. Let's go. You did it though. 2 stars, meaning two levels skipped. Leaderboard, Felipe Durana and Nietzsche. Let's go, let's go. You saw that so quick. Okay, so all the letters in realize. That means the B is fake. So don't guess words with the B because they will all be fake. There we go. My brain is literally not braining, but you guys are doing amazing. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Let me know how to say your username correctly because I wouldn't want to mess it up. But I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming over. How was Stardew today? I hope you had an amazing time. Zami, welcome in. And is it DJ Ty J? Let me know if I say that correctly. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I was like trying to figure out where to put the spaces in your name, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope your stream was amazing. We're doing a little round of words on stream, so if you want to join, you're super welcome to do so. And after that, we're gonna play some Sims. So if you want to hang out with us, you're very welcome. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she/her pronouns. On this channel, we do gaming, co-working, and a sprinkle of IRL. And it's okay to say it wrong. I mean, it's nice to say it right though. I enjoy it when I actually don't make mistakes. Thank you for the shout out, Dub Dub. For anyone hanging out here, if you're looking for a wonderful new friend, please make sure to check out DJ Ty J. And thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate that a lot. Um, I see so many people saying logic, and that's the only word I see as well. Cooking. Okay, all the right letters are in cooking, meaning that the L is fake. So don't guess words with the L because they're all gonna be wrong. Wink. Nice. One more. It starts with a C as well, by the way. The first letter is alphabetically sorted. So because there's a C here and a C here, that means that the only word, there we go, starts with a C. Felipe Durana and Nidja still leading on the leaderboard. Let's go. Cousin and coins. Ooh, cushion. The word with everything in it is cushion. Meaning, as expected, the X is fake. I'm gonna put my other crown back on. Oh, now I can hear you guys again. Even though I don't really hear you. I literally hear the music, but It feels like I hear you, if that makes sense. Ooh. Sonic. Nice. Another perfect level. Let's go. Do you have little voices you hear us speak in? No, I just read in my own voice. Like in my brain, you guys are literally like, unless you set up pronouns, because then you kind of give me some direction, but genderless, ageless, faceless. You guys have personalities though. Like, obviously, I will see a name and then sort of associate it with a personality based on how you talk in chat. But it's very weird to describe. Ooh, analysis is the full word. Okay, you are not faceless. From some of you guys, I actually know what you look like. But then still, when I see you in chat, I don't necessarily think of your face. Like I'll more think of like your voice, for instance. Like how you sound. Is pure riots? Yes. Yes, it is. 100%. For me, Thomas does have a voice. Is that because you know you've heard him speak, or is it because you made a voice in your head? Um, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I think if I've heard their voices, I will more easily hear it in that voice as well. Um, like if I've ever seen a clip or anything, then if I know what you sound like, then I'll have it more. It's not like that I hear it in your voice, but it's more like the intonation. So I'll more easily pick up on how you would write something. This is the point where my brain is just like, yeah, I can't do this. Like I don't see any of the words. Also, sorry for the yawn. It's very warm in here, so I'm not bored. It's just very warm. I was waiting for some last guesses, hopefully to come in, but unfortunately, you guys did well though. You guys did well. They really made the game more difficult. The record that we have here, the 46, was set before they updated the game, and it's now so much harder to get to higher levels. Um, I'll send you my old Minecraft videos. Oh, don't worry, I've seen them. I'm a little stalker. I've seen them. This is just confession time. No, honestly, for the longest of times, I didn't. But then at one point, you were like, or just tell Ro that you used to make content in like as self promo. And then I was like, okay, now you've made me curious. Like now you got me, you know? So then I went to check it out. What can I say? Also, Day, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Let's actually go and start up the game. Um, hold on. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We are gonna play some Sims because we finished all the 13 wheel spins. If all is well, right? Did I? Yes. I still can't believe that you guys did a hype train record on Tuesday after everything on Tuesday already, and that got 13 wheel spins. Do you connect my name to my Insta channel? So yes, I do, but I will be honest, I ignore so many Instagram messages. Not because I don't care, but genuinely because I have a best friend, a dad, and a sister who all love to spam me, and then a book friend, like IRL people that I know that send me a lot of reels on Instagram. So after I've checked their messages, most of the time I'm like, okay, goodbye Instagram. So I have so many unread messages on Instagram that it's not that I don't want to read them, it's simply because otherwise I would be on my phone like 24/7. So I don't like I have the people that I know in like my primary like people that I personally know are in my primary messages in Instagram, and all the other people are in general, and I sometimes check my general. There's also a lot of people I that respond to things and I just don't open it because it gets in my requested, but I also get a lot of spam in my requested, so I also don't read that. It's the fun of being a public figure, um, quote unquote. There's gonna come a point where your Instagram turns from a personal platform into a public platform. The amount of business things that I get on my Instagram is ridiculous. So I try to not look too much, but when I see your name on Instagram, I will obviously click it and connect it to like, oh, this is like a person from Twitch. I will know. Um, you have the same profile picture though, so I recognize your photo. I think you have the same profile picture, right? So sometimes it's not even the name. It's just there's like something that is like, oh, that connects it, and then I know who it is. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Lena. So I'm starting up the game, and then I will obviously like load into everything so that after the break we can start building. Now I'm like actually curious. Um, if you have the same picture, yeah, you do. You have the same picture. So I recognized your picture from the Discord, and then I was like, oh, that's the connection. If I don't recognize anything, I don't even accept a message. If I don't recognize a name or a picture, um, I'll just not accept it. Because again, I get so many weird things on my Instagram that I'm like, yeah, you know what? Um, yes, yes, please don't hold like also if you see funny reels and stuff, just in general, if you want me or anyone in the community to see it, I would say use the Discord. It's always gonna be easier than my DMs because I like I said, at this point, they're like one of those, a closet full of skeletons that I just leave closed. Um, okay, I'm gonna load into the build file. Um, I'm very excited to get building into The Sims because I know we did a lot of Minecraft this week, and I for a little bit I doubted if I wanted to do Minecraft on stream today, and then I was like, no, let's not feed into my addiction too much. Let's also play Sims because Sims is also, I love The Sims as well, and I we're gonna play Minecraft again next week. I will do a little bit of resource grinding for Minecraft over the weekend because I have the Sunday afternoon evening like off. And I decided that I'm gonna take that for myself to do some Minecraft and I'll just do some like I said, I started a little house and I'm just gonna basically continue like my early game setup. So that next time we're playing on the server, I am not just mindlessly wandering around being terrified of zombies. Um Oh, yeah, we talked about this the other day, Whitney's. It happens, you can turn it off in your settings that you don't want to receive subscriptions to channels that you don't follow or know. But if you don't by default, the setting is off, so you can technically get subs in channels that you've never been in or have only been in for, like, a second with a raid or something. Maybe you know, you were in a channel, you raided out, that person raided out, that person raided out, then you close your browser without checking it even, but you at one point you were in someone's stream. Even if it was just for a second, um, Twitch will pick it up as your name being a potential for gift subs in that account. You can actually turn this off so that you don't receive gift subs for channels that you're not following. Downloading Minecraft on your iPad. Ooh, exciting. Let's go, let's go. Um, I have to redeem the community. Yes! For anyone who was at the Sims meetup, the community meetup at TwitchCon, who filled in the giveaway form, make sure to check your email because I send out some emails today. Um, yeah, I know you guys can hear game sounds already. I was just loading in. Um, Let me see. Why is it not loading? Is it still on Minecraft? It was still on Minecraft. There we go. Um, Usually go to randomly. Yeah, it's randomly selected people, exactly. And you can be amongst those randomly selected people basically if at one point you've been in the channel. Okay, the ads are gonna be incoming. Also, you're welcome in. It's good to see you. I am gonna go take a quick 5-minute break. Please make sure to stretch and hydrate and all of those important things, and I'll see you guys in 5, okay? Okay, I'm back. How's break? Oh, lovely. How was yours? It was good. I stretched my legs. I gave my cats a little head rub and I texted a friend and now I'm ready to build. So actually pretty darn good. I'm quickly going to get the wow, my voice, the mod mansion list. Hold on. Because next up, we are going to work on Esther's room. Just a really quick swirl around. Is it me or does my game look really where's my is my game all I'm literally thinking they'll reshade. But that is actually no reshade. Huh? Also, why do I have Dove in here twice? Oh, I know. Hold on. Um, yeah. I think I know. Hold on. No, no, it's my fault. Although, was that in this save file? There we go. I fixed it. I'm actually kind of surprised I figured that out. But we're back with the nice warm lighting. It was literally the season. It was literally the season. Um, but for anyone who hasn't seen it, this is this is the house. Um, the Mont Mansion is a big project that I've been working on for 23 streams at this point. And every single one of my Twitch mods, including one of my prior mods, will have their own room in this house. We have 3 rooms to go, 4 rooms to go, if you include mine. So we have Charlotte, Esther, and Abu, who still need to get their room. And we've already done all the rooms from all the other mods. I will have a room here together with Scott. We're also going to have an apartment for the butler downstairs. Once the inside of the house is done, I'll still have like some more common space that I need to decorate. Like this hallway currently looks very, very, very sad. Um, I also have bathrooms and stuff that I need to do. Then we still need to do like the outside of the garden. And I did part of the landscaping, but it definitely isn't perfect yet. So we're going to have to do some more. But this is Esther's room. And I will repeat what I read, like Esther's little question list, because I feel like that's nice for the people that weren't there when we spun the wheel. But Estritz, what? I was gonna say Esther's favorite, and that became Estritz. That was weird. Esther's favorite colors are dark blue. Hi, Abu. I hope you're doing well. So favorite colors are dark blue and anthracite. Hobbies are reading, shopping, and going out to eat. Um, uh, describe their aesthetic would be clean, cute clutter, subtle contrast colors. Um, Esther describes herself as a maximalist. She loves cute clutter, like little minerals and crystals around the room. Um, if I asked, would you consider yourself neat or messy? Certainly both. I am more messy with clothes, but I love tidying all of it and having a clean room. So, your job or occupation is that you work in a hardware store and you manage the paint department and the wallpaper aisle. Your favorite food is noodles and dumplings. One of the favorite places that you've traveled to was Kleve. I don't think I've ever heard of that in Germany. Um, there you could do some good shopping there, but also just riding around the area was nice. Favorite art styles, MC Escher, which I relate to. And for any of the guidance or tips that she was allowed to give me, she said, I love Christmas lights, fake plants, and basic posters. um, I've never been there. I pooped trying to get another next night. Fruit. You've never been there? Where? Okay, so now my question is, because you say that your favorite colors are dark blue and anthracite. Ah, yes. That was it, Thomas. Um, Thomas just wrote it out. Um, are you secretly king of all Italian men? Because I think you're the leader of the Roman Empire. I see what you did there. Would you also have your bedroom be in those colors? Hi. Hi, Dimbo. Hi, Riri. It is good to see all of you. I hope you're doing well. Um, but the important question is, would you also have those colors in your room? Because I think if you post pictures, at least my walls, I have IKEA stuff as furniture. Okay. Because I feel like if I've seen pictures from you like on Snapchat and stuff, you have a bit more warm colors in your house as well. If you are Ro, can you send me one of your subjects? I do like me in Italian. I'll keep an eye out. Also, Gitor, hi, it is good to see you. Mod trip up to Italy. I see. Just all of us. Honestly, that would be fun. It's like a little vacation. If I'm ever rich, if I ever get like super famous and I have a lot of money, I'll take you guys on a mod trip to Italy. Like, I would have to be really rich and famous, but like, imagine if I'm like that rich that I can just like throw around money, I would just rent out like a nice villa. On Lurk to say you're already famous. No, not this level of famous, you. Not the level of famous where I can just rent a villa for a bunch of people. We will sip coffee, eat pasta, and watch Pretty Men. Can I join? I would probably also watch The Pretty Women, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so for I think what I might do is I might actually give you the same floor as we already have in most of the house because that will bring the warmth into the room. And I think it's gonna just make like basically everywhere where possible, I've kept this room unless someone was really like adamant about wanting to have a room that fit differently. But I think actually in almost every bedroom, I did go for that flooring. Only in Mick and Tub Tub's room, I went for like a darker floor, to be honest. Um, if TwitchCon EU 2027, why did I say 2027? Is in Italy, we know the scope of Rose influence. That would be wild. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, Also, can you guys let me know if the follower alert is good in terms of volume? Like if it's not too soft or too loud. I just need to get mod first. Next mod application's going wild because we talked about the Italy trip. Um in a real home, a bit darker wood, but less dark than Top Top. Okay, I can maybe see for this one if there is like a bit of a darker swatch. I feel like as soon as we have like the flooring and the walls and stuff, sort of the color scheme a bit right, from there I can work with all the things you gave me, but it's I need like a little bit of a basis to make sure that you feel comfortable with all those choices. Um but less dark than Tub Tub. Oh my god. Don't take that out of context. We're talking about flooring. Um I think this is what I used in Tub Tub's room, so I could go for something like this. Um Also, thank you for redeeming the "Hi, I'm new, welcome in, I hope you're doing so well." Next mod app question, do you have a passport? Um, welcome in, I hope you're doing well, and if you have any additional questions, please feel free to ask. Wait, I just come from shower, why are we going to Italy? I said that if I ever become rich and famous, then I will take the mods to a mansion in Italy. Um, Good fit? Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then I think I might lean into the dark blue for a wallpaper. I think I can make that work. I could be down for Italy, but you're not a mod. um, mm, okay. This is either a hit or a miss whether you like this wallpaper or not. Also, I don't know if you're a feature wall person. Okay, so no. That is a clear no. That is loud and clear. Perceived and heard. I love the Dutchness there. Like, ugh, no. Because of the posters. Okay, that's kind of that was like something that I was like, either you're gonna do feature wall or posters. Definitely want to do posters, so then we're gonna go with that. Then I'm doubting if I want to go for something that still has like a trim or just straight up like that's also a trim. I do like this color though. Like this tint of blue is pretty. Because I feel like a lot of the Sims blues like this, like that's not the right shade of, but I feel like this is also kind of giving a little bit grayish blue, which if you also like anthracite, I think that would perfect. Okay, good. I might do two walls. I didn't mean to. Oh my god, I accidentally rotated the room. Playing The Sims for the first time, so playing and learning by watching people. Let's go. Welcome to chat, Easton. I hope you're doing so well. Thank you for hanging out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to help. But I was just about to say there is a chance that when you ask questions, I might say I have a tutorial on my YouTube because I do have a lot of tutorials for The Sims, specifically building and stuff on my YouTube channel as well. But always happy to let you know if there's a specific tutorial that we can refer you to. Okay, so now the question would be, would you also go for gray? Like the combination of these two? Also, I just realized that these are two different ones and that doesn't match. Does this one come in a dark blue that is to my satisfaction? No. I have seen it a little bit. I think they posted a teaser, right? Of the new pack build buy. But I haven't really seen it. Like I haven't really done a deep dive. Okay, that would be the same. Looks kind of sad. I mean, I personally think dark gray can look sad, but you can still make it look warm. Um, don't look at the trims. Okay, but I fixed it. Look, now they're the same. Related to what you told me last stream, want to know what I found out? What you put as furniture? Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I'll see what I can put as furniture. But you saying IKEA style, I can work with that. I had some advice from my mom, and now I'm debating my choices today that I made because of her advice this morning. Oh, that's rough when that happens. Minecraft is not only there for Xbox. Yeah, I could have told you that. That's how I initially got into Minecraft because I got Xbox and I was like, oh, or like Game Pass, and I was like, oh, you know what? Might as well try it out. Actually, I'm gonna make it worse for you. So, Thomas set up a community server. And you might be thinking, oh, but you have to play on computer for that. Did you know that if you have Game Pass, you actually get like a discount on buying Minecraft and then you'll get any version of the game discounted for life? So like it's a one-time purchase. I think it was 27 bucks when I bought it, but then you'll have all the updates for all your devices always. So, yeah, you know, a lot of reasons to get into Minecraft. Okay, you know what? I'm going to start with something that I think is gonna be important. You had to pay? Yeah, I had to buy the game. I mean, I had Game Pass for 3 months, but I didn't have Game Pass after. Minecraft is not a free game to play, so you have to buy it if you wanna play it. You cannot access the channel. Yes, you have to select the Minecraft role for yourself. If you've done that, like, a long time ago, you might have to reselect it. Um And I asked in reply for this email today, but I didn't get a response. And I told my manager that in the middle of arranging a new contract, so I don't know if I'm gonna work. I don't think I'm fully following the story, Liv, because I read your message earlier. Um, but why would you not go to work on Monday if you have a new contract? You still have the Game Pass, yeah. I only had Game Pass for 3 months, so after that, you can't play Minecraft. You would have to buy it. Um, okay, so I'm gonna start because you said that you like Christmas lights. And I happen to have a good collection of cozy lights, right? If you're not giving up Game Pass, then you might as well play because it's already included anyways. So now my question is, if I go for like cutesy game lights, Christmas lights like this, I'm gonna have to figure out. I wish that could work. I guess. Does this count as the fake Christmas lights, or it works? Let's go. Or would it? Yes. Okay. Good. Because then I definitely wanna get the cozy lights in here. And then I actually have an idea. I'm gonna get a bed. This is not the bed that I'm gonna eventually use, I think, but I just need a bed that, like, fills the space so I can decide where I'm gonna put it. Um, I think maybe that corner, and then we can put a nightstand here. Um, I'm gonna need to place a temporary wall, I think. Hold on. You guys might be thinking, Ro, what the hell are you doing? But I promise I have a vision, okay? I just need walls to make my vision happen. Um, I think then I can switch to this one. Um, okay, actually, maybe it would be better to keep the one that is only one wide. And then I can switch to the bigger one. Okay, let's see if it doesn't delete them if I delete the wall. It doesn't. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. Sometimes building in The Sims can be such a pain in the ass. Okay, I like this, but we're definitely gonna change this to a warmer light. Because otherwise it's not working. Um, Amber isn't here? What? I'm confused. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed with the gap there. But I also feel like that looks a bit too busy. So I might quickly bring those two walls back so I can fix that. Um, how are you building this mansion? Like, are you on a big lot? Or is it on top of each other? This is a big lot, yes. So there is a lot that is 64 by 64. Lots of the Sims have different sizes, and this is the biggest you can go. 64 by 64 is the biggest that the game will offer you. Uh, it would actually be nice if I can size these up just a little bit so that they connect better. Didn't mean to do that. And then let's get the non-sized up. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. Let's get rid of that wall again. We're gonna take this step by step. Also, hi Paula, welcome in. Now we're just flexing. I know. Okay. I will see if I hate it if they overlap a little bit, if I want to fix that. Because maybe it's not too bad. I feel like this is going to look bad from the top, so we're going to have to look at it from... Hmm. Hmm. When I do that, I sound like a Minecraft villager. I don't know if I'm a fan. And I'm trying to figure out what the part is that I don't like. I actually think I know, but fixing it is going to be annoying. I can, I think. So, hold on. Actually, that one was kind of a good example. 'Cause I think it would be nicer if they all come from the same point. And then they go to the sides. Um, I was first thinking around the room, like, on the sides, but I feel like then the risk of the room is that everything's gonna be on the sides. Because this is a literally a square room. So there's already, like, no interesting shapes in the room itself. So I'm gonna try to make, like, a cozy nook with the lights, if that makes any sense. Um, and I'm gonna try to if it doesn't work, then I'll just give up, like, if this one doesn't work. But I I wanna give it one more go. Also, I'm just realizing now, they will sort of all start at the same point. There will be, like, a little gap in the middle, I guess. Um, that luckily we have the trim, therefore it's not clipping on the inside. That is wild! Second Twitch baby, let's go. Oh, I know what I did wrong. That is painful. Hold on. Thank you so much for the freaking 18 months. That's such a long time. Please, please, please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. What the heck? Okay, I think it's gonna look better if I do connect them in the middle. Um, so I'm just, or sort of, at least then we can add indeed like a light in the middle. Let's see, that one is on that side. They need to be on the same side, otherwise they don't like look like they're actually connected. Um, there we go. Same side. Those are not on the same side, so that one needs to go to the other side. But please enjoy all your subby perks. My voice, wow. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Okay, those are on the same side. Those are not on the same side. And if this doesn't work, then I'm just gonna put them around the room, which is also gonna be like super cozy, I think. So it's not like it's gonna be a bad thing. It's gonna be different. We got so close. I know it's very warm. I feel that too. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. No. I don't know what it is, but it's not, I'm not sold. But that's okay. I'll just put them around the room, which again is still gonna be really cozy. Um, I might not put them on the side where we have the windows because there I'm gonna add curtains. Uh, but for the rest of the room, I think we can definitely have them. Uh, where is the other one? This one can go. Can that go in between? That clips a little bit with the door, but I guess that's just what it is. Uh, one of them might be sized. Well, I think maybe one. Yeah, maybe one of them is sized up. Actually, don't know. It is. Is it sized up? I'll just copy and paste it from the other one. But even if it is, I still didn't really like the layout. I think it's gonna be nicer if they just go around the room. Cozy Sims building evening. Yes, let's go. Cold and windy here? Oh. That's also not nice. Um, it's going to be 30, yeah. Um, on testosterone with hot flashes. Oof. Oof. Yeah, hormones are the worst for temperature regulation. Um, so I can only imagine that struggle. Uh, that sounds rough. Good luck, especially in this weather. That is like just double down on the challenge, you know? 35 plus. Oh, I already thought 30 was warm. I actually have a Sims date with my bestie tomorrow. I think I might suggest going outside in the afternoon. Like we'll play Sims in the morning and then as soon as this room is like getting terrible, we might just go get ice cream or something. Okay, so the only thing I don't like is how it clips with the door. So maybe on this side, I might like flip these around because that one is like shorter. And I think for it's not bad if the pattern is not like perfectly the same anyways. Because then those two don't clip at the door. I also now went for the warmest lighting. Maybe that's no, if it's gonna resemble Christmas lights, then it has to be the very warm one. Um okay, then we can put that in the middle. Move these over a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like that actually. Um Oh, if you want, we actually have a command for it. So in this chat, if you do C2F, like Celsius to Fahrenheit, let's say tomorrow's going to be 30 degrees, then it will tell you in Fahrenheit. And if you're here and you do F2C and you say like let's say tomorrow's going to be 90, then it will translate it to Celsius for you. So if you're ever holy shit, that's very warm piece. Holy guacamole. 46? That is wild. Are you cooking or getting cooked? Do you live in hell? Oh, that sounds terrible. Okay, so you know what I would really like if we had like little lights that I could put around your bed frame, which I don't think we have in the game, but we have these and I could like sort of put them around your I mean, they would just be little light bulbs. You know, like when you get the Christmas lights, like the fairy lights. This room is not a Christmas tree, but I am leaning into the cozy lights. 'Cause I think it's cute. Uh, okay, hold on. I wish let me see if I can tool that. Now your bed frame has like little Christmas lights. It's like there's one of those like fairy lights thingies going around. Although the thing is, these no longer light up, or do they? No, they do. The lighting changed though from rotating them. The lighting changed a little bit, but I think that's okay. The thing is, I want to try to not have a ceiling light or anything in this room because you said you like Christmas lights. I want that to be sort of like the light source that makes it really cozy in the room, especially because we're working with like cooler colors like the dark blue and the anthracite. I feel like if we want to keep the warmth, we're going to have to use light for it. Um, hold on. Let's raise it up as well. I think that's cozy. Then the thing is, I do need because I picked this bed frame because I was like, okay, that's giving like relatively simple IKEA if I then make it cute. But now I need to pick your. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. I do feel like you would be a pillow person. You really channeled your inner Karen and Con. I haven't watched that much of their content to be able to say that if that was true, like to agree with it, but I believe you right away. I would love to meet Karen and Connie one day. I think they follow me on Twitter. I think we're Twitter mutuals. Um, I really like this bedding, but I don't know if the patterns are really you. I could see something like this because it brings the dark blue back in. Um, Not that much because of all the taking stuff off and put it yeah, that makes sense. I just remember every single time you send, like, your, day picture in Snapchat, you have, like, this little sort of traptreden thingy with the fairy lights on in your little calendar. It's Rowan, this emo. No, that's me. That is me from the early days. Um, you see our Disney and Great Builders. I think it would be fun to meet. I think we would have, like, a similar vibe. Um But quick question, do you like this bedding? Because I the pattern thing is, like, making me doubt if you like it. I could also go for something like this. Um, I think both are cute. I really like the knitted texture, but I also think the pattern here with the dark blue, like, it's a pretty color. Like, the blue color is very nice. Mm. The left one? Okay. Let's go for that then. And then I do think you said, like, let's go cozy corner. I think we can make this cozy with, like, a nice rug. Um Let's see, what do I have? I don't know if you would go for something like this. But I keep clicking pick up serving instead of get a plate. on the food from the fridge. I feel like they changed something recently. I think they might have changed things around on the menu. It could be. Um, Flash warning trigger. Ooh, now I'm curious. Oh, that's cute. Wait, I like that actually. Also, I'm using this to peek in your there's like little bits of inspiration. Hmm. Huh. Again, I sound like a Minecraft villager when I do that. I don't think I have reindeer plushie CC, but now I'm kind of tempted to get it. I now have a rectangle rug, light gray with a fluff. See, so the rug that I literally just grabbed earlier. I don't know. Wait. Um. So my assumption of a light gray rug was correct. Obviously, I don't have to like exactly recreate your house, but it's kind of fun to like make guesstimations of how you were combining things. Um. I don't know if we have a good fluff one. Would be nice, but I think the fluff ones might not be the right colors. And then the right colors might not have fluff. Um, I just talk a lot in chat. Please do. It's really nice to sort of specifically when I'm just starting out on a room and I'm like trying to find some of the sort of key features. It's nice to have like yes and no's and some tips and tricks of like, oh, this is what I like or I don't like this or I might stick with this one for now. Let's find some end tables that fit the bed. Or some nightstands, I mean. I feel like we're gonna have to pick something that looks like you could buy it at IKEA. Um, but I do want it to fit the bed frame in terms of the wood. I'm also gonna work with like white, I think. Hi, Chris. How's your trip? I hope it's going nice. I hope you're having such a good time. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Mm. That tent is hot during the day. Oh, I believe you straight away. Okay, so you said that you like fake plants. Um, so I think you are getting plants on your nightstands, but those ones that could technically be fake, you know? Although in this household we would probably have a lot of real plants because I'm watering them, but oh, that's cute, like the roses. I like that. Um, Backseating. It's allowed though. I allow this type of backseating. Um, Okay, and then I think just having like practical things like an alarm clock and stuff. Also Pokotoya, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Uh let's see. I have been giving this one to people a lot and I feel like that would just be nice. It's just practical. Um the fact that real houseplants are coming with the pack confirm that we have that the ones that we have were fake all along. True. True, true. Um So, something that I also noticed is you have this cabinet that's like taller, and I might have to build it um with your Christmas lights picture, but you have something that goes like this, right? And then you have like stuff in it, and then you next to it there's a cabinet, but we can basically just make that where you have like makeup and stuff. So maybe we can just replicate something that you already have and work with that from here. Um I know it would be really nice if we had an alarm clock like this. Like, I would be very happy if we get something like that in the game. Um, I would have personally expected something like that with the clutter pack, to be honest. And then when it wasn't there, I was kind of like, "Hmm, I really like the clutter pack, but I still think some things are missing." I have a Billy small, and tall, and an Alex small. Okay, that's good to know. I know this looks more like a calyx, but I guess the picture that you posted from like the Christmas lights. Let me see. That's the Billy, I think, right? You just spaced out the shelving so perfectly that it almost looks like a calyx. No, this one. No, this one. Probably. I would probably do the same. Yeah. Did you know that the clock? Yes, I do, Lena. Isn't it the cutest? Um, I think that's actually really adorable. Um, yeah, I'll just give you some like beauty products and stuff to put on here. I'm gonna organize that later. Okay, I keep going back there, but I feel like it helps to look at someone's clutter to like kind of get a little bit of an idea of um okay, I see some DVDs, I see some like indeed like little clutter things. We can get you some gemstones from the gemology pack. Um Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Um the code worked. So now you have business and hobbies to play with. Let's go. I'm so happy. It better worked. I got it from EA. Would be embarrassing if it didn't. For them, I would mean. Um, okay, we're definitely gonna get some candles as well. Um, the functional alarm clocks are so useful in the mornings for you in gameplay. I don't think I've ever used the functional alarm clock. Like, I know they exist, but I don't think I've ever used them. Maybe I should do that sometime. Um, okay, I'm definitely gonna. Okay, this is gonna be hella annoying. If I want to do free placement, so I'm gonna have to do that in one go, I guess. Because this thing functions as like one big unit. Um, Also, speaking of, today a big sale went live, or actually technically yesterday. So if you have been meaning to check out some Sims packs, businesses and hobbies is also on the. Oh yeah, good point. I forgot my creator code. Hold on. I need to make a button to turn that on and off. Wait, I'll do that really quickly. Um, but if you want to get a Sims pack. And you wanna use my code to support me, you can do that. Just in 1 second. I will actually have it up on the screen. Um, if I this is gonna go here, there. Look, beautiful. Magically, I made a button so I can actually turn it on and off for, uh that is so nice. I love that you got a discount though. This code doesn't give you a discount. The creator codes basically tell EA to pay us, but as a person who's purchasing, you don't actually get a discount. But there is a nice sim sale going on, so if you have been meaning to get a pack, I would highly recommend checking it out. Some packs are even on 60% sale right now. So, this might be your opportunity. if you've been meaning to get something. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi, Raven. I don't know if I want that one. Ooh, that's cute. I'm just making you like a little beauty station here. And then I think it would be nice if we have a mirror above this. Um, and then let's get a candle. Uh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much for wanting to use my code. That goes for anyone, by the way. Even if you don't use my code, like, obviously I would appreciate it, but there's absolutely zero pressure to use my code. But if you're buying Sims packs in general and you do enjoy watching Sims content from any creator, most of us link our codes in like YouTube video descriptions, or we have it linked somewhere in our bios down, on TwitchCon, like on TwitchCon, wow, on Twitch in our about panels and stuff. Because literally what you're doing is you're just telling EA like, hey, a little part of my purchase, I want to actually give it to a creator that I want to support. So even if it's not me, there is a lot of other creators that you can also support, and it's just a nice way because it doesn't cost you anything, and that way your favorite creator might still get supported. String lights around the mirror. Ooh, that could be cute. I wonder if I have a mirror with string lights, actually. I don't think so. Sorry for all the yawnsies. This is not because you guys are boring me, but okay. I know it has toilet paper on it, but isn't this exactly the thing you have, Esther? Like exactly something like this, not with the toilet paper, but not even a little pressure. Okay, maybe a teeny tiny bit. Maybe a teeny tiny bit. But don't tell anyone. Um, no, you're all good. You're all good. There's no such thing as late on Twitch. You're always right on time. Um, too many back-to-back calls today. Oh, we hate those. Back-to-back calls are not fun. Okay, so if I do this, I'm gonna have to kind of place it like this a little bit. Um, right? Like it starts small. Isn't this one? Oh, yeah. Okay. This one doesn't have that exactly. It kind of looks like it. It's kind of an optical illusion. It looks like it's more narrow at the top, but it's actually not. The star-shaped one? Yeah, I don't think that would be a fit, like, in terms of style. But I guess we can go like this. Then there's still, like, some cutesy lights in it. I think that still works. And then considering that your Christmas lights have some color, I could technically give these Christmas lights, like, a little bit of color as well. So just like this little corner. I love how it sort of reflects inside the cabinet, but not really anything anywhere else. I can be tacky. Oh, okay, so you're getting the star mirror? No, I think this is cute. I like it. Then you still have a little bit of the color. It's not just a cozy lights. Kinda like the RGB. Okay, good. Good. Then I still have that in here a little bit. It's subtle enough, and I like that. So then we basically just need clutter to fill this up. And I would like, let's go into the pack list and get, you know what I should do? Save. I just realized I hadn't saved all this time. Oops. Also, my bottle is empty. I should go get some water. Um, okay, so I really want to give you some candles as well. Because I think like some scented candles. I think I don't know why. In my brain, you're a scented candle kind of person. I don't know if that's correct. And if you never thought about it, then now you know you are a scented candle kind of person vibe. Love me some candles very much. Okay. Perfect. Um, let's see. Oh, I remember what I was doing now. I was going to go in here and then the crystal creations and I want to see everything. And then I think I actually need to get the debug stuff. So you said that you like yourself some gemstones. What CC do you use? A lot. It's not just one pack or one creator. I have my CC creators listed on my website. I'm currently in the process of moving them to a better system. So what you'll see is basically just a long list of download links. If you want to see the pictures or the explanation with it, feel free to check out my YouTube channel because I have a whole bunch of videos where I showcase all my build by CC. And everything that I showcase is in one of the videos. Um, Thank you guys for putting all the links in chat. I appreciate it. Okay, so I think stuff like this would be cool. But also maybe more like the oh, those are I don't know if you would like that because I feel like that is almost like super intense. So I think maybe the first ones are better, like the ones that are already a bit more cut. Or maybe something like this that is also like it doesn't take up like the entire space. Okay, I would love for this to go on here, but I'm afraid if I want that, I'm gonna have to take that off really quickly. Don't snap to it. Hold on, needs to go more into the corner. The pretty small ones, they are perfect. Okay, good. So you were close and not dumb at all. Did I say that I was dumb? Oh, I was like, did I say something? Um, oh, it stands for custom content. Yeah, indeed, not dumb at all. Not a dumb question because honestly, if you go into online space, CC stands for so much. It stands for content creator. It stands for closed captions. It stands for custom content. So in every context, it can mean something different. So that's not a dumb question at all. Um, yes, I was thinking about the sculpted crystals. I was just scrolling down to see which ones we have. Um, okay, I will put this one here for now. Mm, okay, I do like it, but I feel like right now having every single shelf have one. I mean, I guess considering that this is the mod mansion and you guys have lots of money because otherwise you wouldn't be here, um, then it makes sense that maybe you do have this like a shelf for every single one. Also, hi Noah, it's good to see you. Not you coming after me with the abbreviations thing. Um, you can find the different crystal variations because there's only the quartz one in debug. Really? Oh, wait, I have Amber here. Also, Esther, Amber is now living on your top shelf, just so you know. Um, but I actually think I like the cut gemstones a bit more than the uncut ones. I think I want to go into the Cozy gamer one? Uh, has Amber agreed to that? I think she'll be okay. Ah, the sculpted crystals, there's only one swatch. Fair enough, fair enough. I do like this swatch though. Um, I don't know if you agree, Esther, but I like it. Oh, there's more scented candles. I'll get those. The thing is why I wanted to go here is I saw some DVDs and I figured I can just use this for also like some practical storage and stuff. Um, love them, kind of jealous you would want to have them. So hi Steph, it's good to see you. I am having a lovely stream. I hope you are doing well. It is so good to see you. Okay, something for that bottom spot. What do I put there? Maybe just some books. Everyone has some books, even if you're not like a big reader. But you do say that one of your favorite things to do is reading, so I think I'll also give you like a proper bookcase. But I guess it's just like oh, that doesn't fit. Um, I know, like a little collection of books. There we go. Um, you're also a crystals girly. Why did I not know this about you, Tub Tub? How come you've never told me this? Why do I have to hear about this lore right now? I have a few. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's like your little collection of books then. Can we add a crystal to Tub Tub's room? I mean, only if he's being serious. Which I don't know at this point. I never know with Tub Tub. It's hard to guesstimate. You are? Do you want a crystal too? Do you want me to do you want me to put a crystal in your room? You love geology? I'm learning so much. What the hell? How did I not know this? Not that I necessarily anticipate to know every single thing about you, but I'm just surprised. I never knew. Would you rather have the lighter curtains or the gray curtains? What would you mean with a community build? Also, we already have the community mansion. Pff, that would never get done. Light is perfect. Okay. I would I already know the next build project. The next build project is going to be the book build. Also, I think I'm going to keep the mansion exclusive to the mods. This is a mod perk. Have to keep some perks for the mods. Um, what are your favorite crystals and or stones? That's a good question for chat. I'm curious. Um, make an apartment and we could all decorate it how we want and we can all live together in a complex. You could, yes. Um, there's like 105. Yeah, I think how many people do have the rose room right? Rose room. How many people have the rose room, the rose roll? Hold on. 114. I don't think you guys fit in a mansion. I think the mansion would be too small. Um, about the different materials on Earth and the universe. That's fair. That is fair. It can be very interesting. That'd be a whole. That's a whole village. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I want to give you a sofa and I want to make it cozy. And I feel like you would have pillows and maybe a blanket, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of sofa. Like, hmm. I'm also in the meantime just finding sofas. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen this sofa before. Ooh. Um, for some quiet time, the gardener room doesn't even exist yet. Obsidian is your favorite stone, obviously. Honestly, obsidian is really cool. I don't think I've ever given that much thought to like which one would be my favorite. Um, I like the color of that sofa, by the way, but I don't think I like the shape of it. Um, I really like. I used to really love labradorite because it goes very well with silver. When all of my jewelry was silver, I used to have a ton of labradorite in my jewelry. Um, but I don't know. With gold, that doesn't work very well. I've yet to figure out what gemstone is pretty with gold, apart from something like onyx or obsidian, like something like darker. Um, I used to love lapis. I guess lapis and labradorite are also both of my birthstones, so that's probably the reason I like them because I do like quartz as well, the pink one. But it's a bit generic. Um I don't know. Generally, I don't think there's a lot of stones that I really do not like. Like gemstones are almost always just really pretty. I hope you make it at the first redeem. Oh yeah, I will. I will. Annoy the hell out of him. Mhm. No, absolutely. For a while I was really into like crystals and specifically for jewelry. Um but that's been a while. I think it might be nice to give you like a nice seating area. I also still have to give you a wardrobe. And you said that you're a bit messy when it comes to your wardrobe. So I think I'm gonna I have an orange calcite angel. I have more, but I just want what I find pretty, not for per se for what it means. Yeah. I think I also went about it that way when I first just, eventually I ended up learning more about them because I was intrigued, but I just started with what I found pretty. Um Love the music. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, important question. Do you have an open or a closed wardrobe? Um, I like iridescent stone as well. I think just in general, iridescent is like one of my favorite things in life. Like it looks so magical. Closed, you can't with dust. Okay, that is very valid. That is such a good reason to get a closed wardrobe. Oh my goodness. Mine is also closed, and I don't think I've ever given much thought. But now that you say this, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Um, I guess that could be IKEA packs. Then I'm definitely getting this one and sizing it down to put in between so that it doesn't clip with the Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, I got this. I don't know why. I don't know why I got this yet. I haven't decided what I want to do with it, but it was just a vibe. I saw it. I was like, that's the most IKEA thing you could get. So I'll just take it. Um, but now the thing is, I do think it would be nice to also have a bigger mirror. Thank you, Lavette. I appreciate that. That's such a big compliment. Uh, okay, so for standing mirrors in The Sims, I feel like maybe just something like this, like something that isn't like super out there. It's just practical. Um, oh, nice. Okay, so you would have like lots of closet space because it's not just for your clothes. That actually makes a lot of sense. Let me make sure that it's aligned properly. And then you would have the mirror next to it. And then I do feel like if you say that you're messy with clothes, that has to be represented somewhere. Like we have to add that in. Okay, my game is loading the stupid thingy. I'm quickly gonna add water to my bottle because I'm thirsty, but I don't have anything in here. So I'm quickly gonna go to the bathroom. It's literally around the corner. Back. Mm, water. Normally, I don't like water. Like, I prefer to have like lemonade or something. But when it's this warm, I really genuinely do not care. Um, so I'm just gonna get you like different shoes. I don't exactly know if you would have these types of shoes, but you're getting them nonetheless. Um, to drink water for years, I literally didn't drink any water ever. Would you drink something else? I love that I'm here for just about 7 months as such a riot. Really happy with this place. Honestly, this always happens. Like over time, you'll have people that just become core members of the community because they riot. And you are one of them. Okay, you said you have a closed chair. Listen, we don't have that in the game, but I am willing to make something. Oh my god, 40 degrees is rough. That is definitely rough. I think we were gonna have 30 and I was already sorry for myself. So, I think maybe I'll have to look for the word pile. 4 months is wild. Honestly, wild. Okay, definitely getting that one. Um, I was like, "Ooh, more clothes." Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, we only have that one pile. I know that there is another. Okay, we have that one. Esther, do you want to tell us something? I'm actually gonna get those for now. I don't know if I wanna do something with that yet, but, um, I know that there is also one in the parenthood pack, or is it kids' room? I never know. It's row time, stop. That's literally you guys are so sweet. That is, like, ridiculous. Hello? Where is the there we go. Okay, so it's not in this pack. So then I think it is in parenthood. Um, high school ooh, good one. High school years also has some good items for it. That's a good shout. Parenthood. That'd be this one. Oh, but that's not necessarily just clothes. That's also a lot of other clutter. That's not really what I want, though. I really just want to have clothes. Let's check out high school years. Mm, at midnight, I can go swimming. Oh, but that's kind of like a vibe. Like, it's rough, but it's also kind of a vibe. Um, mm, another pile. That's again more stuff. We have that one though. Like you say that you're messy with clothes, so now that is going to be your whole identity, Esther. Whether you like it or not. Okay, so let's get a chair. I voted on the poll. I don't think anyone will be surprised by my answer because I don't have piles of clothes ever. The worst pile of clothes I'll have is when I'm doing my laundry and I'm taking it down from the rack and I'm putting it in a basket to fold. Then for like a little bit, I will have. I voted no, you, and I genuinely don't. I have a little hook at the back of my door where if I have clothes, like a vest or something that I don't want to put back into my cabinet, I'll hang it up. How do you get dressed if you don't have piles? You open your wardrobe. I always put my clothes away right after I take them from the laundry line. And then I immediately fold them. I never leave them in the basket. I also do laundry for Scott. So, like, I do this for two people. So, I have like a dirty laundry basket, which holds the things that I still need to wash. And I do that every weekend. I do all my laundry and then I hang it out to air dry. And then on Wednesdays, I take it off and then I fold it. But the clothes chair is for clothes that you've worn for a few hours. So either something I've worn for a few hours is clean enough to go back into my closet. If it doesn't smell, I'll just put it back. If it is, I feel like it needs some airing out, I'll put it on a hanger and I put it in my, like, I have stairs in my house. So I'll just like put it on a hanger to air out. And then I either put it in the closet or I wear it the next day. And then I sometimes have like items like maybe pants or something that I'm like, it's not I don't wanna fold it, I'm lazy, and then I'll hang it on the hook at my door. Also, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Yeah, I put it back, why wouldn't I? Like, if it's not dirty, I can just like, the thing is, if I wear something for a couple of hours, there's no guarantee with my ADHD brain and the Dutch weather that I will wear it again anytime soon. So then it either has to be washed or I put it back because otherwise it could be on a chair or a pile somewhere for months, which would make me feel overwhelmed and I hate my life. I remember when we did the like when I IRL downstairs, I was working in my living room. I don't remember who asked, but someone asked, "Is your house always this tidy?" And then I was like, "Yeah," because I learned very early on, before I even had a diagnosis for ADHD, as soon as my house is a mess, as soon as there's clutter, as soon as my stuff is everywhere, I do not function as a human. But I wash everything together? I'm crying in colors and textures. I couldn't even do that if I wanted to because I have a lot of like clothes that would shrink if I wash them together. Um all the colors go together. Okay, I do that too. So I basically have if something is a really light color, I'll even wash it with the whites because the main reason you don't want to wash something with your whites is because white laundry detergent has a little bit of bleach in it. So if you were to put like let's say, I don't know, your colored jeans with your whites, even if your jeans don't give color off, you will bleach your jeans a little bit. So anything that has like higher saturation or darker colors will go into the colored laundry. Anything with like low saturation, like let's say a sagey green blouse, that will just go with the whites because it doesn't matter if it lightens up over time a little bit. And then I have my sports laundry, my delicates laundry, my towel laundry, my bedding laundry. Obviously, bedding laundry doesn't happen every single week. Could be controversial as well. I do not change my bed sheets every single week. I know some people do this, but I sometimes do a hand wash. I don't have a lot of items that need hand washing. Um, if you wear pants for 2 days, for example, does it go back into the closet the first night? Depends. If I already know that I'm gonna wear it the next day, then no. I put it on the hook at my door so that I can grab it the next day. If I don't know when I will wear it again, I will fold it and put it back. Um, True, I wash a lot of things at 30 degrees. But the reason that I still separate my delicates from my other laundry is because my other laundry will go for the quick spin and like the rough spin, which if you put your delicates in it, it can not only shrink, but it can just harm the texture. So anything linen, wool, satin, or with prints that could potentially easily come off, I'll wash as a delicate. I have a hook, but there's never more than one pair of pants on the hook or one. So like if there's a pair of pants and I want to hang a new one, I take the other one off and I fold it and I put it away. Let's go, Frosty. Let's go. Let's go. If these differences come from our parents or if something else. Oh, in my case, my parents definitely had a chair and and like a laundry pile. I just know, like, I know from myself that, when I moved in with Scott, he also had to get used to this, and I've been doing this, like, literally, I'm not kidding, I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. I vividly remember making a conscious decision that I wanted to start doing this every single day before I go to bed. I tidy my house, and I used to do that with my bedroom, I used to do that with my private space, like, before I go to bed, I put my stuff in the kitchen that I need the next morning for my breakfast. I do a little round in the house of like quickly putting things away. Sometimes that is unloading the dishwasher. Sometimes that's like, you know, getting the garbage bag out, putting it ready so that I can take it out the next morning. Like every single day at the end of the day, I have like a little routine. It takes me 10 minutes. I genuinely don't like going to sleep if I don't do it because for me, with my ADHD brain. Putting things away, physical things away, helps me clean up my brain. So with doing that, I also in my brain I go, okay, what's my day going to look like tomorrow? What am I forgetting anything? Is there anything I still need to write down? So that when I lay down in bed, my head is empty and I can go to sleep. But because I do it every single day 10 minutes, it one never feels overwhelming and two, my house never gets messy. Like you can walk into my house at any given point and it will never be a huge mess. Like, sometimes I have days where obviously, like, I've been ridiculously busy and there's, like, a little bit of, dirty dishes in the sink or there'll be things on the table or, like but nothing that cannot get cleaned in 15 to 30 minutes. I always clean my desk after work as well. Yeah, when I log off for the day, I clean my desk. So sometimes I see those like really aesthetic videos of people being like, "Oh, do a desk reset with me." And I'm like, "Oh, I'd love to do a video like that, but my desk never needs resetting in that capacity." Like today at the end of the day, I will put my lip gloss back in my drawer. I will get my AirPods and put them in my case because I left them on the desk. I will bring my water bottle to the kitchen and then my desk is clean. That's everything on my desk right now that I would clean at the end of the day. Other than that, everything stays. Like there's no mess. But yeah, I know that I am in that sense a ridiculously organized person. I know that not everyone has this or would feel comfortable doing this. I just really enjoy having an organized space. And the funny thing is, I remember when I told stuff like this to Scott in the beginning, he was like a bit confused. He was like, "Huh?" But now he is like just as much of a tidy freak as me. Like he loves to organize. He loves to like organize his stuffs and put everything in the right place and try to figure out like the most efficient way to put things in his wardrobe. And he will go like, "Bro, I found the new tip for my wardrobe." And then he's like, "Look at these boxes and then you can put your pants like this so you can pull the box out and you can see all your stuff." And I'm like, "That's genius. I'm going to do that too." Yes, of course, Wendy's. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Um, when is needed in your eyes. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. For me, I probably like I think I could do with it like doing it less intense as I do now. Um, I think that the intensity with which I do it really comes from, undiagnosed, untreated ADHD when I was younger. So I just struggled with a lot of things. And this was my way of coping. So it started as an early coping mechanism and now it's really hard to let it go, if that makes sense. Um, uh, energy definitely plays into it. If I'm not feeling good, like if my body is tired or I'm feeling sick or anything, these things are hard to keep up. And I struggle with that because for me, it is still a coping mechanism. So like if I can't do it, I also get really unnecessarily restless. Um, I get a space clean and then the military sends my husband somewhere and I'm lost and I lose my want to do anything. That is fair. I think this is also something that, like, just like having a really, like messy space is sometimes just really related to mental health and struggles. Um, and a clean space can also mean mental health struggles. Like for me, the obsessive not being able to deal with any clutter is also very dependent on my mental headspace. When I moved in with Scott, I was in the middle of a burnout. I feel so sorry for that guy sometimes. I would pick a fight with him because his Xbox controller was not on top of his Xbox correctly. He even cleaned it up because first I picked a fight with him that it was on the sofa. Like, I was in potentially one of the worst headspaces I'd ever been in my entire life, and I could not deal. We just moved in together. It was the first time that I was living with someone else apart from, obviously, like, my parents and my sister growing up, and I had just gotten used to living on my own for, like, I don't know how long, like, 3 years, 2.5 years. Um, so it was very much, like, a not healthy coping mechanism at the time. Like, I would be obsessed with getting rid of all the clutter. Um, so in that sense, I think the most important thing is that you feel comfortable in your space. And it doesn't really matter in the end if that's a messy or a cluttery or a clean or a very tidy space, as long as you feel good and you don't feel like it's breaking your mental health to keep it up. Um, but in Esther's case, we are making a clothes chair. Also, hi Huff, welcome in. Everything is messy. It's been a battle due to partner mental health. Yeah, that reset takes work. And that is also something like that a lot of people don't necessarily see. Sometimes you can get stuck in a cycle where it's just really hard to break out. Um, I had ADHD and the energy and skills just went, oh, that is something. Skill regression when getting diagnosed is horrendous. It like that concept, I knew it was a thing. But even now still, like, sometimes when I realize that I actually struggle with someone and or something, and the reason I could do it was because I was masking something, the moment you realize or the moment you know, you cannot do it anymore. Like, there's no physical way that you can go back to that skill, and it's really, really freaking hard to realize that sometimes. Um And I didn't even know this was a thing until I, like, heard about it on some video, and then I researched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, that makes so much sense." So I'm really happy that you finally got a routine that works. Yes. I think in the end, just like I always say with anything, is like, it has to work for you, and if that routine works for you, then that's absolutely amazing, and I'm happy, that you found something that works for you. Nah, skill regression is not real, and then, you figure out it's real, yeah. It's wild how our brains can work. Also, I saw the uptime. You are so right. Time does really fly. I'm gonna finish the laundry chair, okay? Um, and once the laundry chair is done, I am gonna save the game. I guess if I hold on. If I do it like this, and this part is like sort of half in the chair, and I change the color, then maybe it doesn't look too similar. Um, And then I'm also gonna put your laundry basket, like, next to it where you have already folded some clothes that you just still need to put away. Hi, Kat. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Wait, maybe we can actually put this one in front of the mirror. Mm, and then I can put your shoes over here. Yes, it is already 10:15 for me, so I shouldn't go for too much longer. Uh, Okay, I heard something about clothes chair. Very real. Yeah, we had a little chat about whether people have clothes chairs, and then people didn't believe that I don't have one. Um, scheduling with your studies. I actually, when you posted a picture on, I think it was on Snapchat about like making your schedule the other day, I was like, oh my god, that looks like I do how I do my schedule. Okay, so next time, next stream, we are gonna continue with Esther's room. I think we're already like we're a nice way in. I feel like at this point, sort of the vibe has been set. We know what we're going for. I think some key elements are in here. There's definitely some things that I still want to work in here based on your answers. I think you need a desk, for instance, because you I just realized you currently don't have a desk, so I'm gonna have to get creative with the setup a little bit. But I think it's turning out really nice. I like it. I like it. I think the darker color scheme is definitely different from any of the rooms we've done so far, and it's been a nice and refreshing challenge. So I'm excited to continue with this one. Let me save it, and then I think I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Next week on Monday, we are definitely gonna be playing Minecraft. Uh Video about scheduling. Yes, I think it's called time blocking on my YouTube channel. It's I would say most of these videos always Extratxt. Um Already? Yeah, it's already 10:15. But next week on Monday, so I will post the schedule this Sunday in the Discord, probably a bit more towards the afternoon because in the morning I'm still hanging out with my friend. I am debating, I'm going to schedule my work for next week. I haven't fully made my mind up. Oh, yeah, if you wanna join, Thomas actually set up a Minecraft server for the planties, so if you wanna know all the info, it's in the Discord. I actually made a little announcement about it today, so if you're interested in playing Minecraft with the community, feel free to check everything out in the Discord. I will be playing on Girly Pop SMP Minecraft definitely for sure next week, Monday evening, maybe also the Wednesday, depending on how addicted I get. Hee hee, probably. And then we're gonna continue with the Mod Mansion next week as well on the Friday. Um, Quick mark. Oh, no, actually, next Friday, we're doing a sponsored game. I just realized. Next Friday, I'm doing a sponsored stream. So that will all be on the schedule. I will. I have been debating whether I want to take Monday off from co working because I actually have a lot of work, like needing to post packages at the post office, needing to pick something up from a friend, needing to like go to the supermarket to restock on groceries, and I don't really have a lot of time this weekend because I have appointments with friends and stuff. And then I was like, do I want to use my only little bit of free time on Sunday to do all of that? And then I was like, maybe I might take the Monday off, especially since I've done like 2 12-hour streams. Um so I've been thinking, but the thing is I'm gonna schedule my work on Sunday if I realize that I actually need to sit at my desk and do work anyways on Monday. I might just start later and only do the afternoon, or I haven't completely figured it out, but don't be surprised if there's no go working on Monday. I just wanted to give you guys that little heads up. Let's see. Where are we gonna go? Let's go see who all is live. Maybe someone with the Sims. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Um, we can do co-working in spirit. I might potentially hang out in the Discord still. Like we have the co-working section in the Discord. I might go hang out there and be like in the voice chat, because if I'm running errands and stuff, I can still work there. I might still use Super Sweet Bot in the Discord, and we can just do like a little cozy co-working session in the Discord. But then the thing is, I won't be at my desk, so I can't really live stream it if that makes any sense. And also, I saw your thing about IRL. I'd love to. I actually was thinking about this, but then I realized I'm gonna run errands in my own neighborhood, so I can't do it because I dox myself. Stupid. Stupid. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Let's see about this person for a second. I don't know. Uh, okay. They're about to end. Hmm, I'm just checking who all is live. Doc's IRL stream? Maybe not. Ooh, hold on. I see someone who hangs out in our community regularly, who was here in chat earlier as well, by the way. And, they haven't been live for super long, which is nice because that means that probably if we go over there, they'll be live for a little bit more. And they are starting the 100 baby challenge today. And, I think it would be fun if we go say hi. I always like it to go say hi to people that hang out here in chat and that, I know their names from the community, and then, we get to go bring the planties over. And, have you considered moving after Monday so it's not doxing anymore? Oh, shit, that would've been such a good idea. Dang, I just need to move. That's so much easier. Every single time I do an IRL at my house, just move after. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Um, they don't work on mobile, that's very annoying, Liv. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, as in, that's shouldn't happen, but I guess it's Twitch, so, um haven't witnessed the 100 baby challenge yet. It can get very chaotic. It's very fun. But yeah, if you want to come along on the raid, feel free to copy and paste one of the raid messages. Earlier, we also had the Discord and the socials. Oh, there we go. Lena has just posted them again. Thank you so much for the Discord link. If you guys want to keep an eye on the schedule, feel free to click the link that was just posted in chat. I am also on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, literally everywhere. So if you want to find me, my username everywhere is just Rosannatxt, or you can go to my website and find all my direct links there. And if you want to come along on this raid, we have special Pride raid messages. There we go. Um, yes, likewise, Easton. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And then I'm gonna set up that raid. Did I type that correctly? I did. Let's go. They are also streaming under the LGBTQIA plus tag, so more pride. Let's go. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I had a really good time doing all the silly wheel spins and just vibing together and continuing with the mod mansion. I'm very excited to play Minecraft next week. Again, I'll figure out on the schedule because we're doing a sponsored stream on Friday, whether I'll do 2 Minecraft streams or whether it's going to be Minecraft Sims and a sponsored stream. The sponsored stream is going to be very exciting. It's going to be like a cozy game, and I'm very excited to show that to you guys. So thank you for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend for all the Dutchies or anyone close. Stay hydrated, stay cool, get some rest, survive the heat. We can do this together. And I'll see you guys later.